Behavioral health. The need for quality behavioral health services is often overlooked. That's why the Superior Health Foundation is so incredibly excited to partner with Great Lakes Recovery Centers and the Healthy Youth Coalition of Marinette and Menominee counties for this year's virtual gala. These organizations have dedicated their time and energy to provide exceptional behavioral health services that benefit many. Tonight, these organizations will receive vital funding to continue their efforts through your participation in this year's gala.
In May of 2018, John Keeble's family and his many friends came together in partnership with the Great Lakes Recovery Center to establish the John Keeble Legacy Fund. The John Keeble Legacy Fund was established to pay tribute to John and his passion for the Upper Peninsula, as well as to try to reduce the stigma that surrounds substance abuse and mental health issues.
All the funds established through the John Keeble Legacy Fund are used to help establish behavioral health treatment options through Great Lakes Recovery Center.
The Parent Support Network is a free and confidential meeting for adults who care for youth with mental health disorders. The Parent Support Network is a place where parents, grandparents, foster parents, and caregivers can come together to feel connected and get support.
The Critical Incident Stress Management Team is built on the volunteerism of firefighters, police officers, EMTs, first responders, dispatchers, nurses, doctors, and mental health providers in the community. The emergency department personnel deal with normal reactions to abnormal situations. So in their line of work, they deal with what we consider trauma. And we help go in and do a debriefing, a diffusing, a demobilization, one-on-ones to help prevent them from having trauma, to help them prevent post-traumatic stress disorder, prevent burnout, and ultimately prevent them leaving their line of work.
You know, it's hard for police officers or firefighters or other emergency workers to open up, and I'm what's called a peer advisor. I'm there to help them so kind of break the ice, being a police officer, being one of them, and being in the same situation that they've been. What we do is we get together with everyone involved in that traumatic event, and everyone explains what their part was. It's almost like doing a puzzle. No one knows, you know, we get called to a certain situation and we're doing something. We don't always know what the other people are doing. And then the event is over and you're left with all these questions. We get all these people together and we discuss exactly what happened and we help fill in that puzzle. And it really helps, you know, with closure with what happened in that traumatic event.
Right now, we've been in existence since 1992, but we're in need of more volunteers and volunteers to be trained. This grant money offers the ability for training here on site in Marquette or in Negaunee.
All right, well, my name is Dave Matthew, and I run the Action Troop at Menominee High School. And what the Action Troop is we get a group of kids and we put on skits and do public service announcements about, you know, healthy lives, about making good choices, about being drug and alcohol free. And we try to make it a point that, you know, not everybody is out doing drugs, not everybody is drinking and partying on the weekends, and that a lot of kids don't do that stuff. And so the kids that we have in this Action Troop are actively going out and spreading the good word that there's good ways to have fun, and living a healthy lifestyle is a very important thing.
Hi, I'm Carrie Ann. I'm the director with the Healthy Youth Coalition of Marinette and Menominee counties. We are a very youth-driven, youth-led organization that are very active within 9 to 10 different school districts. We do many different projects and events and programming within our community, and one of the things that really hit home for me that I really enjoyed to see our youth involved in was our Youth Leadership Day. And Peyton, you really led your peers in the Healthy Youth Coalition with that event, and you came up with an action plan of an activity that you picked out.
The activity we chose to do was called the Mix It Up Day. This was an activity that we wanted to change and stop social cliques. So each all of our school got together and we got split up and ate lunch with a group that we weren't normally used to hanging out with. It was through all high school through middle school, so we got different grades and different ages all mixed together. We went and ate lunch in these groups and then went on to do activities in the classroom.
People do have strengths about different things, and we need to learn to get along and get to know.
And it really helped some of these students break out of their shells by really highlighting the things that they like to do, such as math, memorization, different weird skills that they might have had that no one would have known, such as taking an Oreo from your head and putting it in your mouth without touching it.
Why don't we bring in a motivational speaker, EJ Carrion, and we can talk to the whole school about making good choices and having a future. It might not be the future that everybody typically has, but it's your future and you need to build it. Do you want to talk a little bit about his presentation?
Yes. He came in really to just tell us that our future was brighter than we would have originally thought. Being a junior or a sophomore in high school, sometimes the thoughts of your future aren't as big as they would have been if you were a senior or going into a freshman of college. He got in there and he told us, you know, you really need to start thinking about what you want to do with your life.
Now, more than ever, as we navigate through this difficult pandemic, behavioral health needs must be at the forefront of our priorities. Thank you for joining us tonight to support these important organizations. We are all healthier together.